Big respect. I go by Digital Crates. I'm repping for HipHopSince1987.com. Your music has a definitive sound. Your videos have a solid look. You have a viral hit, but you got so much other music that's online. So just big respect to you, man, for taking the time to do this interview today. We posted some of your stuff recently, and the viewers on our website went crazy. People are really tapping in every day, I feel like, to what you got going on. For the people that don't know you yet, maybe you could tell them where you're from, how you got your name, and how you got your start doing music.
My name's Cico P. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Jacksonville, Texas. I always been around music. Like, my family just loved music growing up. I had uncles that rap, cousins that engineered. My papa, my grandpa, he was in a band. So I always just been around that. My daddy loved music. So I got introduced at an early age. You know what I'm saying? My mama loved music. Just in general, the whole family, everybody loved music. I got introduced at an early age, but you know, first time going to a studio playing around was like, I was 12. I did the IMT Pain app my 8th grade year, like just playing around with that. Then like my cousin who was engineering, you know what I'm saying, he's the same age as my uncle. You know, they older, they're like in their 30s right now. But yeah, he moved like right next door to me where I stayed at my freshman. So I used to go over there and just record, like my freshman record. I had put it on pause, like recording and stuff like that on pause, like, cause I was playing football. So it didn't really start back up to, you know, I played around 2016, but it didn't really start back up seriously to end of 2018, early 2019. That's when I really just was like, nah, this is what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So
you know, I hear that a lot from artists, that they transition from, for whatever reason to another, from sports to music. And for some reason, I feel like the athlete artists usually are the ones that like go, because something about just the competitive nature, knowing that you got to be the best, but also knowing that it's a community and you have to build and show love to get love. How would you describe that transition a little bit more from sports to music? And was there a moment that you wanted to take it more seriously?
It seemed like, you know, because I love football. I played football since I was like 5. You know what I'm saying? Flag football, like I've been playing. I just played it since I was young. It seemed like I couldn't just, for some reason, you know, I've been on varsity since my sophomore year, so I was getting playing time and all that. It just seemed like I couldn't just go to the next. Like it was always some obstacle trying to keep me from going to the next level. But I still try to work a way around it just so I can get to that next. But when that last one hit, I was just like, man, you know what? Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna just keep. I was like, it's cool, but a lot of stuff started happening with the music, like with people around me and stuff started going on. So I just started, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I need to get that out.
Yeah.
So my boy Guala P, that's my brother. He got locked up. He was a rapper. I was really just trying to be on football. He was one who was rapping. He got locked up right after high school, right after we got out of high school. I'm gonna just try it out for you. You know what I'm saying? It really, that's just how I just started playing around with it, but I lost some people, you know what I'm saying, they're early. You know what I'm saying? Like early 2019, but I told you I started taking it serious in 2018. Like I was like, you know, let me try it. I ran into this dude named Jay Cuz, you know what I'm saying? He was like kind of helping me through it, you know? Like he was like, man, you hard. I think you need to. So he coached me up a little bit on the game. He was like, I think you need to go and take this serious. He was like, you play football? And he seen like, cause of my build, cause he used to play football. He was like, you got that never quit mentality. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna it's gonna be easy. You know, a lot of people don't feel like it ain't gonna be there till it ain't gonna be there. Like it ain't gonna happen overnight. So a lot of people feel like they need to just give it up. But he was like, you got patience because of sports. You know what I'm saying? So he was just like, just utilize that patience that you got for these sports. You wasn't always where you was at when it came to football. You had to work, you had to grind to get to that. So this is what it's gonna be, a working grind. Just treat it as the same. So I always looked at it like the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, like
and music's really similar. It's really like you have the preseason, like your come up, you got the season, and then like where you're at right now is like starting to get into the playoff mode. You know what I mean? It's really time to turn it up now a little bit.
Yeah, I use that, and then also my mama. I always gotta say this every time I'm on an interview. Like my mama, like she never quit. You know what I'm saying? she played sports growing up. My pops did, but I'm saying like as far as like the moment I was born, she always had a job, and it was never no excuse to not have a job. So it was like she always was on top of something. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that also play a big part of me too.
And we, you know, our generation, I think we're proof that like if you treat something like a job and take it real seriously, you're gonna get paid. And whether it's sports or music or accounting, it doesn't matter. Like if you treat your life seriously, you're gonna be successful. And we've definitely seen your growth over this past, especially the last like 8 months or so, like as quarantine's been coming to a close, we're starting to see your stuff go up and up and up and up. And it's just like one thing to go through all those hurdles, but other than that life experience, like what keeps you motivated to keep going with the music?
It's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bigger than me. Like I'm the first to do this out of my area. Like out of the whole East, like 903. Like shout out to my boy T Jones. He had it. You know, he was close, but the first ever to be in this like this level right here.
Yeah.
Like I know it's a lot of people that look up to me. That's besides the point, because it's like I appreciate them. I'm talking about my family. A lot of people, family who had this talent, who couldn't, you know what I'm saying, take it to the next level, who had obstacles that they just couldn't shake. You know what I'm saying? I got people that hear this, you know what I'm saying, that were coming back who wanted this dream, but I just use all that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm doing it for them. It's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? That's why it ain't no quitting, regardless of how I feel. It ain't no.
That's where real winning is born. You see it even like on the TV shows like American Idol and stuff. Like you see artists from these small towns going further in the competition than the artists from, let's say, LA, because it's like you have more support. You have more of an engine of people that are like gonna keep you running. You know what I mean? Because if your wheels stop, they can keep you pushing. Whereas if you're from a bigger city, you know what I mean? If your wheels stop, the world keeps spinning. You know what I mean? And so coming where you're from, what would you say that like separates you from other artists to get to this point that you're at?
I ain't never been on social media just talking about me being the best. I never been in competition with nobody. I feel like I don't need to be in no competition with nobody. Right. What I mean is with myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about what the next man doing, because I ain't gonna never be able to elevate in my career, elevate and perfect my craft if I'm worried about what the next man doing, how much he, you know what I'm saying? He putting out like what he's selling, and you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's gonna block my blessings. So I always stayed in my own lane. I stayed in the Boogie Avenue. You feel what I'm saying? I stayed in my own lane. Great ethic in my tunnel vision. That's what really separated me.
So for anyone that's tuning in that hasn't heard your music yet, because they will for sure, but for anyone who hasn't, you have like a very signature sound and a style that actually sounds developed. For where you're at in your career, you sound like a veteran. But for anyone who ain't heard it yet, how would you describe your music and your art to people?
I just said trap soul. Trap soul, I say, really, I'm in my own lane. That's why I said my nickname, you know, so I'm Cico P, but others call me Boogie Soup from time to time. So I might say Little Boogie on the track. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a nickname as well. I just feel like I'm in my own street, so I call it Boogie Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my genre. Boogie Avenue, like, ain't nobody really sound like me. I'm pretty sure I ain't sound like nobody else, but it's because there's something, I always been like that, though. You know what I'm saying? I always had that same kind of signature style. It's just that when I found the lane and when I found exactly the style that I wanted, I pinpointed, grabbed it. It just like, it clicked with me, and it just grew with me. Got older, it grew with me, and I'm in the studio like clockwork. Like, I'm in there working. You know what I'm saying? Like,
as a music producer and a blogger, like that's the main thing I look for in an artist is, do they have an original sound, an original voice? And that's something that I feel that you definitely got. And I don't think anybody that's in the game could like replace it. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely something that's signature. It's your own, but it's also like authentically Southern. It's authentically Texas. Like your music sounds like where you're from. Your videos look like where you're from. You know, it's like you're really representing for the soil. How much of your upbringing, besides the family stuff, would you say influenced your music?
Texas, you know, anything in Texas, like I said, pops, everything, anything in Texas. UGK, you know what I'm saying, Screwed Up, Click, Swisher Highs, you know what I'm saying. Zero, one of my favorite Houston rappers. I like Slim Thug. anything Texas, you know what I'm saying? Even the Dallas rappers back then, you know what I'm saying? Like anything Texas, bro, we listen to it straight up, like anything, you know what I'm saying? So Texas, we all got that style, you know what I'm saying? That slow, but you can hear it. It's slow, rap, singing, you can hear it. It's there, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's just Texas and me. That's just what it is. Like,
and you got a really smooth sound too. Like it's like the tracks is rolling. You know what I mean?
I like Kirko
Yeah,
yeah.
I can hear a little bit of that. Not necessarily Kirko, but that era, like when that movement, whatever, I forget what year it was, but that music, like it was special. And I think a lot of other southern cities that's hot right now, they kind of owe a lot of they owe taxes to Texas. You know what I mean? Like especially you mentioned UGK, like so many producers and beat makers owe it up right now to rest in peace to Pimp C, really kind of push the culture forward. And Texas right now, like I know you said it you don't feel competition against others, but I see the opposite. I've always been a fan of community. And I'm starting to see that all around Texas right now. You're starting to see a lot of young artists bubbling up. Like going into 2022, like this could be a big year for Texas in general. And you're like ahead of the pack, you know?
Texas up, man. Like I got some peers coming out of everywhere, especially in Houston. Like we got some Dallas artists too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't even want to speak on what's all coming out of East Texas because it ain't just like I said, it ain't just about me, bro. Like y'all don't understand. Like this is a whole nother world of music in East Texas.
We did a mini tour last week. We did 3 shows. We did Dallas, Houston, and Austin. And this is our 3rd like mini tour of this year for Hip Hop Since '87. And I think by far the best music I heard out of all the tours was down there in Texas. Like every artist had something special to bring to the table. Like there's no doubt about it.
It's gonna open up. Like it's gonna open up all the way. People gonna be like, damn, Texas is really coming like that. Yo, we starting to put the pieces together in the puzzle, man.
So you got solid music, you got solid videos. But unfortunately, in this era, that's not enough. There's like the fans want more. They want content. They want, different behind the scenes looks, and, the labels and the execs, they look for something to go viral. And that Tampa John, I mean, you could just scroll through the videos on TikTok. Like, I don't know what it was about that, but it's like, it's a little bit of everything. Like I saw this one video where it was all these dudes on horses, like going into like Walmart or something going. So what do you think it was about that song that made people just go nuts on the internet? Like, what was it?
Probably like the catchiness, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff I'm saying in there, you know what I'm saying? It's like, goddamn, like that goddamn just going into it. I write out the beat, so that goddamn, you on it like Montana. So they like, that's something, it's some crazy shit you saying off the jump. They gonna remember that. Well, damn, that's crazy. And then it's like, I'm on Hygiene Cody, and then you got that boy Bad News here, Menace to Society. So they stuck out. They went really viral on that on TikTok. Like they was just doing all type of shit. Like I don't know.
I saw this one video that they was driving around with like a Nerf gun, and they were like shooting it at random people. Like people really did the most to that song. Like it's crazy. That song, like you said, it kind of has a formula. Like out the gate, you're coming with these crazy bars, this wordplay. And then I read somewhere that you said that you were doing that for a while, like where you were taking like the end of the hook and naming that the song. Like how did you come up with that formula, and how long did it take, let's say from 2018 until now, to really like find that sound?
I figured it out. It's 20 because I got a mixtape that it ain't out on nothing else but my mixtape. It's called Issue A Kid. If y'all was to hear that, y'all be like, damn, that's when he started figuring it out right there.
The music like moves like with harmony, you know what I mean? Like there's soul to it, and it's not like your typical soul music. It's new. It's something new to it. But I kind of want to take it back just a little bit, because the smooth sound, like people could go to your YouTube and see the like literally see the progression. Like the first video I saw of yours was for Dig That. And then after that, I saw Mixed Signals. And like both those joints are almost like R&B, you know what I mean? Like they're like over here. People might could see that R&B side of you, but then you got like other songs like Gangsta Baby and Crash that's more truthful, like kind of more real life, you know what I mean? Like more on the hip hop side of things. Like when you go to the studio, how do you balance those different energies between like R&B and hip hop? Like, do you hear the beat first, or do you like write the song before you hear the beat?
Okay, so Dig That was wrote before I moved to Dallas last year. I moved to Dallas in July last year. So that's when I was writing. I wrote Dig That, I wrote Mixed Signals, and I wrote Gangsta Baby. Crash, right? Anything here from here on out, I ain't wrote. But if I beat, I just, okay, I like that. You know, I'm just, but I wanted to train my mind to where it's like, move like a robot, like move like in my mind. So when I stopped writing, I just started punching in like imagine like, but now I can do a song in like 25 minutes, 20 minutes, like for real. So it's like, if I hear the beat and my manager tell you like, if I'm in the studio and I hear a beat, as soon as I hear like first 5 seconds, I put it on real quick. I get in there, put it on. I get in there, like the first thing I'm gonna do 2 cadences. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna start putting words to it. That's how the song just come out. Like whatever how I feel, I don't know. I cut the lights off when I record. I don't be around nobody. I just can't see nothing. It's like it's coming from where else. You know what I'm saying? So
no, I believe that. I feel like as true artists, we're like a vessel for the message, you know, and like you got, I hate to use the word formula, but it's almost like you have like some sort of science to your music. Like there's something about it that makes all the songs of yours that I've heard like fit together. Almost like if you go to your YouTube and just listen to everything in a row, it sound like an album. Like it sound consistent. I don't know how to explain that. It's like music is an energy, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it just happens, but I've gotten in the habit of that a lot. Like when I got artists come to the studio, I'll have them go in the booth while I play them the beats. That way they don't lose anything. You know what I mean? Like there's not a second, like they're listening to the beats for the first time while they're standing at the microphone, because you never know what's gonna come out sometimes, I feel like.
Right. And another thing, I make beats with the producers. Like I get in, I tell them I want to like just put the hi-hat right there, put that bass right there, put the 808 kick right there. Like that's what I do. Like I get in there and like put the flutes right there. So it's like my style, like the type of beats that you might hear or choose, a lot of them that might be custom. So it's like I heard nobody have picked some beats like that. Nah, because it's coming out of my head.
Yeah,
and another
cooked it up.
Like producers I work with, like Cashman AP, he'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? Julia, he'll be like, I might shout out my boy Jack to Audio Jack. I might beat on their back, like I might beat on it, like I might just do like this.
Yeah.
Feel it so they can feel where I'm coming from. Like as soon as I hear the beat, I want to be like this. Do, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, and they be like, okay, bet I get it. So they put it in there. And it's like, I want the flute like this. So I just, it's like I'm almost, like I'm touching it. It's funny.
Yeah.
But they used to it because they know like, damn, that's just how he think. His brain think like that. And he just comes out like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I believe that every good artist is actually a producer. Like if you had the experience of making beats and engineering, like you could write a song. And if you could write a song, I feel like you could make a beat and record it. Like every artist, I believe, is a producer. Is that something that you want to move more into in the next couple of years? Like, do you see yourself producing for other artists, making beats, all that?
Nah, I ain't never just really just said I'm down and just Nah, it's just that when I'm in there working with you, bro, I tell you exactly what I want. Like I know exactly what I want. Like this is how I want it. Put that kick right there. I want that kick to come with this bass right here.
Yeah.
Right there. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
It's something that comes from within. I can't explain it either. Like and there's certain artists that I work with that I feel like they'll just jump on any beat. But then the ones that like I feel like are going somewhere are the ones that are on that type time where they're like co-producing the track, you know what I mean, as well. And that's definitely something that I could tell now listening to some of this music, that some of your flows, like they almost go too perfect with the beat. You know what I mean? Like it definitely sound custom. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. That's just like also when I'm listening to a beat, I gotta listen. Like I'm listening to all the chimes, all the melodies in there, because I'm not just coming with one flow on there. Like I'm gonna switch it up, and that's what I'm gonna use. Like anything in there, I'm gonna use it for a melody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna drain it out. I'm gonna squeeze any little melody out of it so I can use it with the flow.
Now since you dropped Tampa, I feel like all the newest songs are like upgraded. It's the same sound, but sounds like an upgrade, like more professional. The beats hit harder, the vocals are mixed tighter. Like what John, I think it was the John See Me. Like that just right there, that sounds upgraded. Like that's like something new that I feel like people are almost, well, I mean they're ready for it, but like they not, you know what I mean? Like it's almost too new what you're doing.
See Me was recorded a couple months after, like I want to say 5 to 6 months after Tampa was recorded. That's all 2019 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I sound like, man, like I just don't grew so like, bro, like all I can do is just sit back and just wait. You know what I'm saying? Just push it out.
Keep grinding and wait. This new joint that we talking about right now, Half the Time. Maybe you can tell us how that came together. The collab with Kevin Gates, his flow, like yo, when the car window go down and he start busting, like that's a great collab. Like how did that come together? Like that's a good joint right there.
Yeah, right now, yeah, I like how he did. They came in there real nice. Like when the song got presented to me, you know what I'm saying? So I was just listening to it, like playing around with it, like beat, you know what I'm saying? The toes cut, and I was just playing around with it. And they were just like, yeah, let's go ahead and put something down. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was something to it, but nobody was talking to me, wasn't telling me that. It's like, yeah, put something down. So I put something down to it. Next thing I know, yeah, you got 3 verses to pick out of for this right. I'm like, what you talking about? So I look, 3 Kevin Gates verses. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm listening to this one. I'm like, okay. And I listen to this one. I'm like, all right. The one I picked was the 3rd one. I want this one because this is the hardest one. I said I want the hardest on it because it's gonna push me. Because I had a whole verse on there at first. So I redid my verse. I haven't met him yet. I hadn't met him yet or nothing like that. You know, regardless, Kevin got to hear the song first because Kevin got to rock with the song. That's in order for him to meet you and do the video outlet, regardless, you know what I'm saying? Kevin is real. His energy, you know, if I know Kevin, man, he protected his energy and it's about music with him. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you know, and he really only stamps something, I think, if he believes in it. Like one of the last concerts I covered before the pandemic was Kevin Gates and Rod Wave. And just linking up with Rod Wave, like took his career to another level. And I kind of see that happening for you right now. Like things are going to go up.
Yeah, like he was off social media. Like I know when we clicked, you know what I'm saying? The same day we met, like we really made the shoot longer because he kept pulling each other to the side, like talking, like we just, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, we got to shoot these scenes, you know, like, hold on, me and bro talking. He was telling me then, like when we shot the video, he was like, bro, I don't even be on social media, but I might get back on social media for you. A couple months, like about a month and a half later, we were talking again because I was shooting like some scenes, like pickup scenes for the video, you know what I'm saying? Extras. And he was like, yeah. He said it again. And then next thing I know, like a couple days later, he got back on Instagram. I never asked him to post nothing. He just ended up posting me, you know? And it really shocked me when Draco posted me. So I was like, yeah, bro, a real one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he's been like that since the jump, since he's been in the game. That's a great collab. So one question I've been really wanting to ask you is like all your videos have a look. And how does that work? Like, do you have like a set group of directors that you work with? Are there people that reach out to you? Like how does the video thing go down so that they all are consistent with each other?
The first half, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the old Tampa video, the Gangsta Baby video, Dig That was torn visuals. Like, you know what I'm saying? We work with each other. These like last few, shoot, I got 2 more videos coming out. I've been working with him, directed. It's just the chemistry. It's like chemistry, right? Good treatments. He good ass, but I also, you know what I'm saying? He just know what I like with the treatment. So if I really like the treatment, of course I'm gonna put my little, you know what I'm saying, do what I need to do to make, you know what I'm saying? So
you said you got a couple videos coming on the way. What's next? Like what else is coming in the next couple of months? What can the fans look forward to?
I got a video dropping on the 7th, and I got a video dropping on the 14th, but also my mixtape, Nawfjaxx, is dropping on the 14th too, July.
So it's a big month ahead, big month.
Yeah, we shaking them up. Then I got 2 more videos coming post the release of the, you know what I'm saying? These two videos got features on them. I'm from Jacksonville, Texas, but the feature is coming on the 7th. He's from Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, that's tight. That's tight.
I got a feature from a Houston rapper that's dropping on the same day my tape. And then I got a feature from a Dallas rapper that's gonna drop. He's on my tape too. That video is gonna drop post release of that. You know what I'm saying? Right after that. Yeah, the single we excited about, like that's off the tape, but it's gonna be a video. That's the one we excited about too, for sure.
So let's fast forward like 2-3 years. Like, where do you see this music taking you? And you know, if you get to whatever this next level, another level, like, do you have any other interests? Like, do you want to get into maybe acting or fashion, anything else? Like, what's the future look like?
I keep walking this path, man. God keep directing me, man. I know I'm gonna be in an elevator so much. You know what I'm saying, guys? Same thing. I'm just saying, like, I know I'm gonna be at the pinnacle where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Just elevating. And yeah, of course I want to dip and dab in some acting. You know what I'm saying? I was in theater arts. I was in. I know I do a little skits here, skits there. You know, a little role playing. But yeah, fashion for sure. I also want a beverage, like a beverage. I also want a beverage for sure. You know, brandy or some, or you know what I'm saying, some wine or something. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little different. You know.
Yes, Texas. It's gotta be smooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It gotta be a little something.
A lot of people that tune into our website are like young artists, just like you. For all the young artists that's tuned in, do you have any advice you could give them for coming up in the game?
Shit, man. Like I said, man, keep your head down. Keep your head down. Stay, you know what I'm saying? Stay humble. Keep your head down. Stay humble, and shit get ugly. Shit, you can be 3 feet from gold, man. Don't just quit because you feel like this shit ain't happening. You know what I'm saying?
That's so real. And you know, we're coming out of this pandemic. I must feel bad for artists like you that had hot songs last year and couldn't really move around correctly. Now we can move around. What's like the one place that you want to go and jump on stage? Like, if you could just hop on a flight today and get on stage, where would you want to go?
Like anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere.
Man, I ain't really just thought about. I mean, for these Rolling Louds and you know what I'm saying, jambalaya. We talking overseas. You know, I want to go overseas and jump and get in the mix somewhere too, for sure. Yeah, like
same here. I'm ready to hit the islands after quarantine. I'm ready to.
You hear me?
You know what I mean? I'm ready to get out of here.
I really feel like I'm an island boy anyway. You know, I'm just a Texas baby. I just feel like I'm an island boy anyway, though. You know what I'm saying? So I really do want to go to the islands, and you know, yeah.
All right, before we get out of here, you got any shout outs?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out the whole team, man, the whole Dog Ties, man, my manager Mark, man, my family, my mom, the whole Nawfjaxx, 1011, man, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody that my family, you know what I'm saying? Nina, Jacob, Guadalupe. P.
So for everybody here, Hip Hop Since '87, man, like, yo, big respect to you. Yo, many blessings coming your way. I feel it. It's going to be a big year